Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soul Blossoms London behind me, and where we're going to be going through the programs for weekly sessions from now on YouTube, because this way everything's recorded and people can take their time and review and rewind or do the practices if they want. So my name is Dr. Hina Adwani. I am an optometrist. I'm also a certified master teacher of Tao Academy. I'm a Tao Chang or Tao calligraphy field holder and practitioner, meditation teacher, soul healing teacher, and Tao science messenger, and a few more things. So basically, today is October 29th, Wednesday. So this is our first live streaming session on YouTube. So welcome to everybody. Please remember to subscribe so on the channel. So every time there's a new video uploaded, you'll get a little notification and then you can come on and then basically learn the wisdom, practice with me, whatever you would like. So, this being the last session, what I really wanted to emphasize is that we have in our body, we modern medicine will say we're made out of uh, okay. We are made out of bones and tissue, which we are, and atoms. And as we go smaller and smaller, science has now, quantum physics has now saw that actually we're not real matter, like solid matter. We're actually waves. So what we see as skin, we have pores, we can go in, then we see the different tissues, the organs. We keep magnifying in modern science and modern medicine. We keep magnifying everything till we get to what's the smallest particle. And at one point, modern medicine said, oh, the cell is the smallest unit of living matter. But then when you open up the cell has like organelles, which mean little organs. They have their own energy centers in the mitochondria. They have their cell nucleus, which is the DNA. And then again, if you keep going smaller and separating what we say is matter or what we perceive as solid, there's atoms, there's molecules. We open the molecules and there's atoms. We open the atoms, electrons, neutrons. Then we smash them together to see what else is smaller than that. And then basically everything is a wave. It's a wave. And modern medicine and science hasn't gotten to the point with what is smaller than a wave. Not yet, because we don't have the same instruments to go smaller. We don't have the microscope, the power to go smaller, to see smaller. So in modern science, everything is evidence based, which means we need to be able to see it. But science has been quite limited because it only looks at what we can see. It's based on classical physics. Quantum physics is a whole other field where it's scientists trying to sort out what is it without being able to see it, which are waves. Just like in our eyes, we can only see 4 to 7 nanometers, but there are different wavelengths of light that we cannot see but exist, like ultraviolet, like infrared, microwaves. I mean, there's so many different spectrum on that spectrum of lengths of waves of energy that we can't see. Wi-Fi signals, we can't see Wi-Fi signals. So just like we can't see ourselves with our physical eyes, but we know it's there. So anytime there's a dysfunction in the body, modern medicine will look for the physical uh, source of the issue and then try to fix it. If so, that's what modern medicine says. If we look at traditional Chinese medicine, and I'll put up a slide for this because this is less known or popular. So if we look at traditional Chinese medicine, what they say is that, and traditional Chinese medicine has been around for 5,000 years. Modern medicine has been around for 200 and even less, actually. So traditional Chinese medicine that's been around for 5,000 years and still is existing says that the human body is separated into five basic elements. We have the wood element, which is liver, the one in green, the heart, the fire element, spleen, earth, lung, metal, and kidney is the water element. And then we have the associated corresponding organs, the yang organs, the corresponding body tissue, the body sense, like for the liver's the eye, the imbalanced emotion. And again, traditional Chinese medicine also goes deeper into saying not only the human body, but everything, planets, directions in like north, south, east, west, the seasons, even tastes are made of five elements. So that's traditional Chinese medicine who work on an energy level. So modern medicine works on the matter level, traditional Chinese medicine, or even Ayurvedic sciences work on an energy level. What Tao practitioners like myself, what we work on is the information level. So if we have any sort of negative information in our physical bodies, so five element theories separates our physical bodies in five elements. But even if we have any challenges to go further, to go deeper in the wisdom, if we have any challenges in relationships or finances or any aspect of our life, any aspect, mental, emotional, spiritual, um, again, finance, business, relationships, in the place we live, getting into car accidents, getting tickets, we have negative information. So, how do we truly get to the root cause of all our issues in life? Is to solve the root cause, which is negative information. Now, what we have to do. Ooh, okay, sorry, just got a message. Okay, uh, I. Okay, let me show you this slide real quick. So essentially, what we have to do is essentially if we want an improvement in our life, and if we have a challenge, it's because we have the root blockage of negative information. And the negative information will continue to accumulate until it manifests on a physical level. What we do as Tao field practitioners is we work on the positive information layer, where to balance this negative, we offer practices, treasures, downloads that are actually positive information. And what this does, when you have enough positive information in that specific aspect of your life that you have a challenge, when there's enough, the momentum is going to start flowing this way. So, first, you need to accumulate enough positive information, and then it will start flowing down the creation or manifestation pathway to positive manifestations. So we need to neutralize the negative information with positive information and then continue inputting positive information until it manifests on the matter level. So information can also be named Shen, and the way that Tao field practitioners work, how we work, how I work, is I work on this level because the information or Shen works on the heart, leads the heart. The heart leads the mind, which is the processor of the information. The mind leads the energy. The energy is the actioner of the information. And energy leads matter, which is the manifestation. So again, modern medicine usually only works on the matter level. Therefore, surgeries, we're manipulating the matter, or medications. It's manipulating material. We're taking a physical pill. We're physically changing our hormone or balance or cholesterol. So that's modern medicine. TCM works on energy because TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, works with acupuncture and works with energy meridians. So they go deeper. They actually go deeper into the information field. And the deepest field, the deepest layer is the Shen, or the information. So if you truly want an issue to be resolved so it doesn't reappear, or reappear at a different time, or reappear in a different aspect of your life, or reappear with another partner if it's a difficult relationship challenge, or you will know people who have these patterns. They're always dating the same type of person, or or typical patterns. um or sometimes people who have cancer, they'll go into remission, but it'll come back again. But if it was just a matter level, if cancer was just a matter issue, then getting that first treatment would not have it reappear. But for some people, it reappears. Some people, it reappears in a different area in the body. So we have to be really cognizant of everything modern medicine does is amazing. I work with modern medicine. I still will always recommend my patients to continue using their modern medicine eye drop, their medications, or whatever it is. It's to continue. But when we work on a soul level or information level and bring that positive information down, we can actually have better prognosis. We can have better results. We can prevent a lot of things, especially remissions. So that's specifically what I do. Now, another amazing thing that I've been empowered to do is offer downloads of positive information. So if we go back to this slide, here we see the positive information. I cleaned it up a bit. So here we see the positive information. So if we have a challenge, it's manifested on the matter level, and we don't like this challenge. We want to resolve this challenge. What I do is I'm allowed to give like a huge deposit, humongous deposit of positive information. So when you are doing your 50%, when you're doing your practice, which there's a whole way that you do a specific practice with these types of downloads. They're called treasures because they are treasures. They're like huge downloads of positive information. Um, so it's like a big download, and you continue practicing it until it comes to what you are looking for, success. So for me, I had pain. So obviously, pain is negative information. I went through the I went through the modern medical system. I had my scans. I went to my doctors. I went to my physiotherapists. I went to a private doctor. I had an MRI scan. I paid extra. I went private. It was Nothing was found. It was unresolved. And they just told me to take painkillers for the rest of my life. I was only in my 30s, and being dependent on painkillers in your 30s wasn't a great solution to me. So I did this work, and within 6 months, I no longer had any pain because I had accumulated enough positive information to negate or neutralize that negative information, that negative blockage. Now, mind you, if it was pain in my specific case, it was most likely in the energy layer, but I did enough work where basically it didn't come back again. It did take a few months for me personally because I really wasn't practicing properly. I wasn't practicing daily. Another one was relationships. Relationships can have challenges. Relationships are yin and yang. They have both good things and not so great things. And that's another aspect in my life that I also improved greatly. And there's different aspects in our life. We have a spiritual life, we have a physical life, we have emotional, mental, we have finances, relationships, business, intelligence. I mean, every single aspect in our life can be cut into these little categories. And they can be affected by both negative and positive because we live in a world of duality. And what you can akin duality to is there's up because there's down, there's fat because there's skinny, there's dark because there's light. It's all relative. It's a dual world we live in. So every aspect of our life will have some positive and some negative. So this is what downloads or treasures are. They help download enough or deposit enough positive information into your system, into your field, your information field, that then you can continue the work on your own until the positive information has the higher momentum, and then you will manifest the success that you are looking for. So if we go down, let's close this. Okay. So here are some ways you can increase your positive information. And let me just get rid of some of these markings, which I'm not sure if I can. But okay, so Divine's Way is fast. Tao Treasures, which are downloadable. We can use Tao Calligraphy. We have Tao Water, Tao Song, Tao Field Sessions. We have a lot. You can do self-effort. How do you accumulate positive information? Service volunteer work, prayer, good thoughts, love, forgiveness, patience, compassion. Essentially, cultivating those positive aspects in your own field so you can, okay, so you can actually accumulate the positive information on your own. So, in other words, if we are in a space of love, compassion, forgiveness, then that is actually accumulating positive information. So, I'm just going to teach you a really quick technique for self healing. So, if you have an issue in any part of your body, pain, then put one hand on your heart, one hand on whatever area of the body that you're experiencing the pain or challenge. If it's diabetes, you can put it in your pancreas. It's in the middle of your tummy. If it's an emotional condition, you can put just one hand on your navel, one hand on your heart, just to make it simple. If it's a relationship or finances, one hand on your heart, one hand on your navel. And basically, we just want to say hello. This is called the say hello technique because in order to accumulate positive information, we need connection. So Tao science says that what is positive information, in other words, it's when we have connection, harmony, and order. That is the highest way to actually continue to accumulate that momentum of positive information. When we have a negative challenge happening in our life, that's because we have disconnection, disharmony, or disorder. So disconnection is negative, and you can akin it to that, and connection is positive. So we're going to say hello because what saying hello does, it makes that connection. So one hand on your navel, one hand on your heart, or any physical area that you may have any pain. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. And we're just going to say hello. So if I have an issue with my heart, I would say, I will say hello. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of my heart, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a great job. Thank you. And just visualize golden light circling in your heart center. Golden light heals, and you just give yourself some positive information, positive affirmation, positive mantra, positive order. My heart heals itself. My heart heals itself. The golden light is healing my heart. Golden light heals my heart. Continue breathing deep and just visualizing golden light in your heart. Golden light heals my heart. My heart is nice and healthy. I have appreciation for my heart. I love my heart. Whatever comes to your mind, just say hello. Golden light heals my heart. 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 Continue to breathe deep, visualizing golden light in your heart. Golden light heals my 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 heart. You can continue to say this for about 10 to 15 minutes a day, and then you just close. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of my heart, I love you and I thank you. I will connect with you again tomorrow to continue the healing process. Thank you. And then take a nice deep breath. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and just check in with yourself. How do you feel? If it was an area of pain, does the pain feel better? Is there less? If it was a relationship, now when you think about that person, is it more positive memories, positive things, positive even judgments of them now? Do you see their perspective? If it was finances, did you get any ideas or how to solve this issue? Doing these practices with the say hello technique is self healing. And then, of course, if you need something a lot faster, I can provide you with the treasure, which is a huge download of golden light, positive information for that aspect of life. So you can connect with me on this channel. You can leave a message or go to the website www.soulblossomslondon.com and just leave a little contact information if you have any questions or if you need any more clarity. I'm more than happy to help you. So thank you so much. Please continue this practice. You may be surprised at what such a simple practice can actually produce such profound results. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.